Hey guys, Bridget here. In this video, we're going to talk about the best ways to make money as a web designer in 2026. Now, I've been a designer for over 12 years and I'm currently a lead designer, and I can tell you that a lot of things have changed, especially in the last couple of years with AI. However, some of the concepts are going to be evergreen, and I want to tell you what I would do if I were looking to make more money as a web designer in 2026. And some of these are not the regular avenues that most designers are looking at. So without further ado, let's jump in my computer and let's talk about the first one. And before we start, I actually wanted to mention that my favorite tool these days in order to create websites is Framer. And this is the one software which I highly recommend anyone to look at in 2026 because it makes this process easier. Now, disclaimer, this video was sponsored by Framer, but the only reason why I accepted it is because I truly enjoy and love the product. And in fact, it's the tool which I used for creating my personal website, which you can find in the description. But then without further ado, let's jump into the very first way where I see a lot of opportunity in order to make money as a web designer. And it's not the classic client facing side of the service, but it's rather creating templates. Now, there is a disclaimer to be made when it comes to templates, or even a note, even better. And that is that I believe that you have to go niche these days, because the generic templates, although there's still opportunity for that, definitely there's a lot of requests, but I believe that going niche and looking at templates in a very scientific way before you even start designing the template. So doing the market analysis, doing the research, trying to think what is actually missing in the marketplace right now and how I could fill that gap. That is definitely going to yield a lot of returns in 2026. So templates is that one activity where you can create an asset once, and then you are going to have essentially passive income coming in. And I can tell you, I sold a lot of templates, not specifically for Framer, but back in the days I sold UI kits, and it was a very interesting and lucrative business. So definitely that's the first way that I would look at it in terms of alternative ways to make money as a web designer in 2026. Now, another great one which recently appeared is the plugins. Now, plugins are such a niche but gold mine, in my opinion, because if you can find the right plugin which is needed by a lot of people, even charging a small fee is going to basically add up over time. And it's not a huge time investment. While templates take quite a bit of time in order to create the perfect template, and you're going to have different pages, and you're going to have to go through the review process. So there's a lot going on. With plugins, the work can potentially be quite lower, but if you feel that niche gap in the market, you can definitely make some really good money, especially if you start stacking plugins in your portfolio. So the way that I see it is you want to create a portfolio of items and products that you sell, and that is going to feed into the passive income, quote unquote, portfolio that you have as a web designer. So this is a great activity that you can do when you are looking for work, for example, or when you're just working part-time and you're just waiting for next engagements as you're doing applications. So this is definitely a great way to add some supportive income as a web designer in 2026. Now, another great way is to create courses. You can say that, softwares like Framer has already been tackled and there's enough courses, but I would actually disagree with that. Having sold a lot of courses in the past, and I created many different courses from design tools to design theory courses and even freelancing. I can tell you that one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that different people like different things in terms of the learning. So even if they resonate with one type of instructor or the other, it's going to be something that is going to have an impact in the outcome of your course, because you might have a style that really resonates with people, and it's just one of those things where you cannot really point the finger at one single course and say, oh, that's going to have 100% of the market share. You can create your course, and especially if you add an angle to it which is different, or you can work on specific niches that is going to help that differentiate your course, and you can actually make some pretty good money as well with courses. So again, it all comes up to that concept of feeding your portfolio of potential income sources. So that's another one which I highly recommend you to take a look at seriously in 2026. And now we're going to move to the fourth one in the list, and that is to offer ongoing site maintenance. Now there is this example by Flowout, which is an agency which I really love what they do. So it's flowout.com, and they are focusing at the moment on Webflow, but you can apply the same principle also for Framer, for example, and or your site builder of your choice. And the reason why I like website maintenance is that it's not like the traditional website sales process in the sense that when you sell a website, usually, especially if it's a small 1 to 5 pages website, you're not going to have additional monthly income from that specific sale. But when it comes to ongoing services like website maintenance, you can actually offer something that is going to give them value on a monthly basis. And in the Framer world, it could be, for example, adding or adjusting pages, or expanding and taking care of the CMS, or it really depends, of course, on the client. So you're going to need to do some upfront research and think about what is and who is your ideal client, because most website clients probably do not need a high level of maintenance, but there's going to be a subset of clients that regularly need expertise and this type of service, and that they do not want to hire someone, for example, full-time or even part-time. And this is where this can really adds up, because even if you're pricing your services in the couple of hundreds a month range, or even 1 to 200, if the work doesn't take much on your behalf, but you can scale more easily, say, than looking for a part-time or full-time client, that is going to be income that feed into your portfolio as well, without a lot of time commitment. So this is another way which I highly recommend you to think outside of the box, and not just think about selling the 0 to 1 websites, which everybody is looking for as a web designer, but think about how can you package a service in a way where you're going to have monthly recurring revenue, and even if the amount is not huge at the start, it can add up with numbers. So think about that, think about your ideal client, and try to reverse engineer what would be the ideal offer for them in this context. Also, another way where you can make really good money in 2026 is with speed of execution. So there is this company called sprintpage.io, and I really like how they focused on unlimited dev launch, in this case, in 48 hours. Again, in this case, they use Webflow. You can do it exactly the same framer. It's probably going to be even faster. And you can, in terms of the execution on your behalf, I'm saying, and this can be really interesting for especially startups, people who want to kickstart a website in just a few days. And as you can see, the prices can be really, really high because people value speed over almost anything. So this is going to be very appealing for a lot of clients. And if you can just have a few of these a month, well, that's going to really feed into a great positive cash flow. But in order to do that, you're going to need tools which allow you to work fast and agile. So this is one of the reasons why I like Framer so much and why I use it pretty much in all of my website builds these days, unless there's specific constraints or specific elements which may want to discuss with the client to find alternative solutions. But I would say for the vast majority of the cases, Framer is absolutely my choice this day. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any more ideas on alternative ways to make money as a web designer in 2026, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll see you in the very next video.